Hello everyone, and I'm so glad you could join me for another bake along. And today's recipe is a pastry kitchen staple. Today, I'm making lemon curd. It's a great skill to be able to make lemon curd from scratch, and it's so versatile, which is why it's always in the fridge in a pastry kitchen. I have really come to like this latest version, and if you look on the channel, I have a few lemon curd recipes. This latest version is my go-to, and what I love about it most is that you make it stovetop instead of over a water bath. So I've got my pot, my burner, and I'm adding all my ingredients directly to the pot as opposed to a bowl sitting over a pot of water. I'll start with my fresh lemon juice. And I figure if you're making a lemon forward dessert, you should always use fresh lemon juice. I'll add my sugar. And to thicken and also give the lemon curd its lemony color, I've got 3 egg yolks and 1 whole egg. And of course, to really give a lemon curd flavor, you can't rely just on the lemon juice. That gives it its tartness. You need to add lemon zest. So I'll grate in a full tablespoon, which is basically the zest of a lemon. Now, it's nice to know you've got versatility when it comes to making a citrus curd. You can use this exact same recipe using lime juice and lime zest in place of the lemon for a lime curd. Now, you do have the option of making an orange curd if you want, but you have to use 50% lemon juice and 50% orange juice in place of the lemon juice. Orange juice itself is too sweet, and your orange curd wouldn't be tart enough or citrusy enough, so the balance of the lemon and orange together is very important. Now, the last ingredient I add to this, and this is a recent addition to my lemon curd world, is just 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. And that I find that gives the lemon curd a nice silkiness without thickening it too much. It's only 2 teaspoons. It's not like we're making a lemon pastry cream here. And once I have everything going, I can turn on my heat. Once you've whisked everything together, then you can add your butter. So it's cut up in pieces so it melts quickly. And before you get going on your lemon curd, you want to pull out your sour cream, a 1/4 cup of sour cream at the end. After the lemon curd comes off the heat, helps cool it down so it stops the cooking. And of course, sour cream itself has a nice tanginess, so it really helps make this curd really tart, yet with the butter, it's creamy at the same time. I'm just going to play with my heat here to get the right temperature. And you can tell when your butter melts fully that it's heating up nicely. So you can take your time with this and do it over a medium heat, or if you're confident, so don't do this on the first try, the second try, you can actually turn up the heat fairly high because the butter and the lemon juice is protecting the eggs cooking in this recipe, and we're only relying on 1 whole egg. So really, egg yolks cook at a higher temperature, or coagulate at a higher temperature than the white. Yeah, my butter's starting to melt. If all of your ingredients are coming from the fridge, so cold eggs, cold butter, you may find that this takes about 7 minutes to thicken up, but I should take slightly less time here. And when you're whisking a lemon curd, it's not like making a pastry cream that you really have to watch it because the milk can scorch or burn. You can whisk, but you don't have to whisk too vigorously. We're not trying to aerate it. Just keep everything moving evenly. Now, one of the reasons I talk about a pastry, I'm thinking pastry cream, this is a lemon curd. A pastry cream is another cornerstone item you have in a pastry kitchen, but a lemon curd can be used for so many uses. This particular lemon curd is ideal as a cake filling. It can be poured directly into a baked tart shell for a lemon tart. You could top it with meringue after it's had a chance to set. You can fill cookies with it. It can also be a dessert on its own. You can fold in whipped cream if you wish, or what I like to do, have you heard of the dessert Eton mess? And it really is, it's a mess of whipped cream, crunchy, crushed up meringue, and then fresh strawberries. Well, I always love to dollop in a little lemon curd into my Eton mess when I'm making it. There we go, I'm already seeing steam. So just so I control the cooking, I'm turning the temperature down. Now, when it comes to judging a lemon curd that you're making in a water bath, you really just have to trust the timing or use a thermometer to measure the temperature that you've hit 160. But this is where my cornstarch little addition helps here, because I do actually want this to come just to reaching a simmer. When I start seeing a bubble or two break the surface, I pull it off the heat, and I know I've activated the cornstarch, and by that time, I know the eggs are fully cooked. And you can already see a little thickening right now. It's starting to get a bit glossy, and those egg yolks are doing what they do, thickening, but they're protected by the lemon juice and all that butter. But you will see, because the butter is obviously melted, your lemon curd won't thicken up. Not like a pastry cream, it doesn't thicken up until it goes in the fridge. I am almost there, I can see it. It's nice and smooth and silky. I'm waiting for those bubbles to break the surface. I am just seconds away from pulling this off the heat. I'm glad I'm able to show this to you start to finish so you can see what this lemon curd looks like. And there it is, ready to come off the heat. And now I do want to stop the cooking, so the cold sour cream, and I should let you know, if you don't have access to sour cream, a plain Greek yogurt will work just fine with this recipe. So now we stir it in. And if you want to remove the bits of lemon zest, because they've done their work now, I leave that up to you, but you can actually strain this if you wish, or it can go right into a bowl to start cooling. So you can see now how fluid this lemon curd is because of the melted butter, which is why it's so nice to pour into a tart shell. If you're going to use it as a cake filling, then you want to give it time in the fridge to chill. I'm just going to move this out of the way and bring over the one that has set. So you can see the color tone does change a little once the butter has had time to set up in the middle of your curd. So I'll set that aside, and I've got some blueberries. You can make a simple dessert out of lemon curd with just a spoonful of curd, chilled curd with some fresh berries. And you can see you've got set, but a creaminess at the same time. This I made probably about 90 minutes ago, so it's still a little soft. It will continue to set. And I have so many recipes right here on Oh Yum that make use of a lemon curd, and this is a fantastic recipe. I'm going to be making a delicious lemon meringue roulade very soon. So that's part of the reason I wanted to show you this recipe, so that when I make the roulade, it's ready to go and we can assemble this beautiful cake. Another great use for a pastry staple. Gorgeous, tart and tangy, yet creamy lemon curd. Oh, I love a good lemon dessert. They're so good. Oh, just the curd with the berries is delicious. Thank you so much for joining me. I know you're going to love this recipe, and I'll see you again for another bake-along. Mm-hmm.